The government of Ghana, since assuming office in 2017, placed railway development on top priority. This position and other reports in the social media have made the general public feel that all is well with the railway industry. This is not wholly the case. However, it is important to state that the government has since coming into office undertaking the following initiatives in the Ghana Railway Company Limited. A. Rehabilitation of the old railway training school. B. Rehabilitation of 2 workshops at location. C. Purchase of ballast. D. Purchase of wooden sleepers. The purchases of the ballast and the wooden sleepers have ensured the ongoing rehabilitation of the existing old narrow gauge railway line by workers of the company with no machines, thereby making the work extremely difficult. This rehabilitation is to ensure that GRTL continues to be in operation to haul manganese from Nsuta and also to run passenger service to Takwa. This notwithstanding, there are other serious challenges such as 1. Inadequate locomotives for effective running of the manganese trains. In fact, through the ingenuity of our mechanical and electrical fitters, we can boast of about 2 or 3 locomotives currently. These locomotives have been in the system since 1996. 2. Unavailability of spare parts to maintain the locomotives currently in use and to repair additional ones to beef up the number. 3. Inadequate mineral wagons to haul manganese ore to maximize revenue. Ladies and gentlemen, as a result of these challenges, the company is unable to accrue enough revenue from its operations to ensure payment of salaries and other statutory payment. This has resulted in the company managing to only pay net salaries instead of gross salaries, leaving payment of obligations such as 1. Senate pension contribution in arrears of about 9 months. 2. Tier 2 pension contribution in over 1 year arrears. 3. Workers' welfare dues in arrears over 11 months. 4. Credit unions, that's GAPOA and ROCOMOS contributions in arrears of about 10 months, amongst others. The above gloomy picture is what is pertaining in GRCL now. Ladies and gentlemen of the press, what is more worrying is that on the 9th of December 2019, a letter received from Ghana Manganese Company indicated a temporary vacation of the operations of their company from 1st December to 31st December 2019. This unfortunate news automatically translates into the stoppage of operations of the Ghana Railway Company Limited, since haulage of manganese is the mainstay of Ghana Railway Company Limited. Distinguished pressmen gathered here today, you are all witnesses to the countless occasions that as workers' leaders we have called for the revamping of the Western Railway line to Awaso so that other commodities such as bauxite, cocoa, etc. on that stretch of line could be hauled. If the railway lines were to have been revamped to Awaso, we wouldn't have bothered ourselves with this sad news from Ghana Manganese because other commodities like bauxite, cocoa would have been hauled to sustain our company. Ladies and gentlemen of the press, we are aware of a pre-financing contract to Mrs. Amandi Company for the construction of railway lines from Kodokun to Eshim. Though a good initiative, what we have been calling for is a complete award of contract from Kodokun to Awaso to really secure our jobs as workers and also ensure employment opportunities for others, and not a piecemeal approach as is being witnessed now. In view of the foregoing, we are once again calling for the revamping of the Western Railway line to save the GRCL from total collapse. It is important to note that the revamping of the Western Railway line will save the government the annual ritual of doling out millions of cedis to repair roads in the western region simply because of the activities of the bulk haulage of goods on the road. Ladies and gentlemen of the press, another disturbing issue on hand is that on 4 December 2019, His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Ghana, was reported to have praised railway workers for rehabilitating 10 old coaches, which is in service now at Accra and Takoradi for the haulage of passengers. Shortly after this praise, we are told of an agreement with Ghana National Association of Garages for the refurbishment of coaches. If the praise is anything to go by, then we are at a loss as to why a contract should be signed with Ghana National Association of Garages, bearing in mind the capabilities of railway workers. With the financial challenges facing GRCL, one would have thought that any form of assistance would have been extended to the company to even upgrade its skills. Ladies and gentlemen, our engagement with you today is the first of a series of activities lined up to support our call for the total award of contract for the revamping of the Western Railway line. The fortunes of this great company will be seriously affected if this revamping does not come on board. We count on you and all well-meaning Ghanaians to partner us for this positive call, and we have every conviction that together we shall succeed in this fight to keep the over 1,500 workers of this company in employment. Again, the enormous jobs that will be created as a result of this line will greatly solve most of the unemployment situation in this country. Ladies and gentlemen, long live Ghana Railway Company Limited.
Long live.
Long live Ghana Railway Workers Union.
Long live.
Long live Association of Railway Senior Officers.
Long live.
Long live Ghana.
Long live.
Thank you for coming.
Go!